What is up, YouTube? This is Michael with Groundbreaking Gear, and today we're looking at the ZeroG backpack. I like to call it the TechBag. We'll see how cool this thing is, and a Pro case. So if you saw any of my last videos about bags, tech bags, you know that I love these small little pouches that I could throw stuff in, bags within bags. Yeah, you gotta love it. All right, let's get into it. So let's go into the small cases first, get these out of the way. Real quick. So, Pro case, nice material. It's supposed to be water resistant. The nice elastic band holder, and this thing opens up to all kinds of pockets. So literally zipper pouches here, elastic straps here. Looks like you can throw change or pens through this. More pockets here, and a nice big zipper area right here. Wires, cables, all kinds of stuff. And then you wrap that bad boy up, throw the elastic around it, and throw it in your bag. Done deal. So I have two of these. So while we're going to test out the KP bag, I'm going to throw all my tech gear in from last time. These are going to be new additions, maybe some different pouches. Cables are going to start going into this one, but either way, you're going to see that see if this bag compares to the Maxpedition bag. So let's get into the KP bag. So this thing is super cool. They give you this extra bag that they give you. It's like a mesh material. This thing is really, really nice, and it's holding what is got to be one of the best looking bags that I have seen in a really, really long time. Let's take it out of there. Oh my god, that thing is gorgeous. So I tell you, this material is awesome. It is really, really soft. It is waterproof. This thing is supposed to hold tons and tons of tech. And look how small that is. Now you remember what the Maxpedition looked like. It was probably double the size of this bag. However, the way this thing is built, it's supposed to hold just as much, maybe more. We gotta find that out. So right off the bat, you slide that buckle, and then this hood opens right up. You have this flap zipper. They have really, really nice material on the inside. Again, huge pockets. Throw like an iPad or something like that inside. We got these mesh pockets. This seems really sturdy. Throw, again, change, money, wires, cables, hard drives, all kinds of stuff in here. And then this side, so you can get into the bag off the top, or you can slide this bag open with the zipper, and then you can see how much more room you get. So you flick that open, and now you have this huge compartment. And there's some stuff on the inside. Hard case. What do we got in this guy? Some more cables, harnesses for the bag. We'll have to figure out what those go to and how to utilize those. But again, nice case inside a case. Are you kidding me? I love this thing already. And then this looks like two phone cases. There's currently some foam stuff on the inside of this. But this looks like it can hold my phones without a problem. The nice Apple 6S or the Samsung 7 Edge that I have. And again, more foam, insulation on this one. This one looks like it holds a smaller phone or some kind of wires or something like that. We'll figure out what to throw in these after. And then look how deep that is. That is a huge, huge pocket right there. And then they have this zipper pouch. Nice big pouch right there. And what in the world does that say? That actually says secret pocket on top. Are you kidding me? So you can barely see that there is a little slice right there. And in that little Velcro pouch, there's a secret hidden compartment right there, which I could pretty much stick my whole palm inside. That is pretty neat. And if they did not have that sticker there, there would be no way to find it. That is awesome. Okay, they have these side compartments. Or side compartment one. And then there was another zipper I saw, yeah, right here. So another area to throw a laptop or a Surface, or rather a tablet. So another huge pocket in there. And some smaller pockets right here. Wow, look at this, my whole hand dips inside there. It's gone. That is a lot of space in this bag. All right. Well, let's do this. Let's take all the gear that I have from the Maxpedition bag, throw it in here, and see how the bag looks, all right? All right, guys, I filled this thing up to the brim. You can see it's pretty fat right now. It was, you know, it has this slim profile, but there's enough stuff in here that just bloats the heck out of this bag. I've been using this bag for about 2.5 weeks. Just to do some testing on it before, you know, I made this next edit just to show what's inside. And, you know, there's a handful of concerns which I'll bring up. And let's just really quick go into some of the things that did not fit that fit into the Maxpedition bag before. So we have, you know, this small felt case just full of, you know, medicine, vitamins, stuff like that. I actually use those cases, use those little dispensers for vitamins, Tums, stuff like that. Pretty much, you know, to have with me. It fits in a nice small compartment. That didn't fit in. I have another case full of, you know, just different things. Again, more medicine type stuff. And here we have another felt pouch that fit into the Maxpedition bag. This one has my Hero 5 and my Session, my Hero 5 Session. Can't take those with me anymore. That was pretty disheartening, but let's see what else. So this hard case that came with the bag that was inside, I don't really have anything inside of it, but this thing is packed to the gill, so even this slim profile case could not fit in, and you all know how much I love cases, so that didn't fit. This was a downer. So the DS, my 3DS did not fit in there, so no gaming when I carry this bag. So that's a huge deal. It's a huge deal breaker. So again, that's another one of the major concerns that I had. And they give you 2 of these pouches for phones, different sizes. There's only one place to hook it on, which is fine. So the other one, you know, this doesn't do anything, so I don't use that. And you can see there's my other concern. I strapped that on, I put it down, and it fell right off. Now imagine, you know, you put your book back down on the floor when you're at the restaurant or at work, your phones are inside, it pops off like this, you go and grab it and walk away, and then this thing pops off and it's left behind somewhere. You know, that's one of the biggest issues I had with this this bag. All right, so let's move all this stuff that did not fit in the bag anyways. Let's move it to the side so we can get into what's in there. So again, they give you this, the case is nice. The idea of having this so it straps on pretty fast onto the, onto the strap is a pretty cool idea, but the concept is definitely lost. One, there's no safety mechanism to keep this on, so this quick release eventually screws you in the end. Like I said, if you throw it over your back a little too tight, or you drop your back down and then it hits the side, this thing just releases, and you can definitely leave this behind, and I have. So luckily it was at the house. I walked outside to my car and realized that I didn't have my phone or phones, and then came back inside and then started to realize what it was doing. So this is the chest harness. It would have been cool if this harness, had a little safety strap to do something like tie your phone down, just in case, to make sure that it would never pop off. So anyways, so the case fits 2 phones, nice and snug. We have the Galaxy 7S and the my work phone, my Apple. All right, so one of the cool features about this bag is, if you didn't fill it up like this, most of the time, this bag has an awesome magnetic buckle, and it's supposed to just click on and it locks in really snug and nice. That is awesome. If the bag is full like it is now, for me, this is my everyday carry. This is what I would take with me everywhere I go, to work, wherever. This is the stuff that I think is a necessity for me to do my job and to have the stuff I need while I'm on the road. This buckle does not work for 2 reasons. One is it can come off just as easy as it comes on when it's filled to this capacity. And 2, it takes a struggle to now get that on sometimes. So not too thrilled with that. The hood opens up. And then we have this first sleeve right here, this first area. So we unzip that, and then we have one of the first pouches that I have is the BUBM, Be Unique, Be Myself bag. This little pouch, awesome. I love these things. So right in here I have my Lenovo plug and a couple of Lenovo pens for my Lenovo Miix. My Miix 700, and we'll see that in a second. So again, everything falls nice and neat in this. If I ever need to just grab my Miix and grab my battery, or my plug rather, and get out, go out, it's perfect. I grab this, grab the bag, and I'm gone. So inside of this, we have this first pouch here. Let me swing this over a little bit. So we have this first pouch here, and in here I have my iPad mini. There's nothing else in that pouch. I then have, I can't go anywhere without this, is my ChargeTech, ChargeTech power bank, 2700 milliamps. This thing has 2 USBs. On top of that, it has an outlet for your plugs, stuff like that. So this is perfect for the laptop or anything else. And then I think there's a cable inside there as well. So yeah, so there's the USB Inateck rather, USB 3 hub. This thing is pretty cool, with a RJ45 Ethernet connection on there. Almost never use that, but the hub works extremely well, and it's nice and small, fits in my bag, no problem. So that's the first part of the pouch. Here we have these two small pockets. Again, here's supplements and vitamins that I use. We have this bottom mesh pocket right here, and I keep two chiffon all-in-one USB cables. So USB USB-A to USB-C, 2 USB micros, a USB mini, and a lightning cable. So I carry 2 of these. In here I have a couple more, and you'll see those in another pouch, but this is the easiest pocket to get in and out of quickly, so I put those in there. So I use those with my power bank. I have a nice little Logitech case. This is where I stick, you know, some extra pens, some keys, and then you can't go anywhere without this. So little IBM pouch, but I have in here, I have my top alert hand crank generator with a solar panel. Now, solar panel is great and all, you can leave it outside, but 2 problems with this is 1, you need sun, 2 is it takes forever to charge anything. So, you know, if you're out in the wilderness or whatever, you throw this outside, great, it'll you know, charge up. Eventually, maybe you'll get the AM/FM radio and the flashlight, but you're not going to use that to charge anything else. Or it will take, you know, a couple days to get enough charge where you can juice up a phone or something like that. So what I do is, I have the hand crank as well. You go hand crank the heck out of this thing, and then eventually, you know, you have power. So this thing is awesome. All right, so we have just the regular pen and my Surface Pen, and that's it for these pockets. So again, the bag is beautiful. The inside material is really nice and soft. The pockets are, you know, big if you're going for, you know, minimalistic type of feel, small tech, you know, you're just taking a laptop and a couple other things, a battery pack or whatever, but definitely not for all the tech that I carry, which is fine. You know, this was a test to see if the bag can do it, and it failed. So I would use the bag. I would use the bag if I was going on a small trip that I needed just a few things, but not you know, not my everyday. So here you have this side zipper, which maximizes the compartment a little bit more and expands it. Then you have this little button you could flick open, and then you have the rest of your bag. You can either dig in on the top side, or now you have a little bit more breathing room when this sleeve is open a little bit. So here you have a key lanyard. You know, you can put your keys on here. That's great. So here we have the Maxpedition pouch. So you can see this has all the MOLLE on it. This can connect to other parts of the bag, not this particular bag. Any other bag that has MOLLE, or, you know, these have these D-loops, so you can hang them on, you know, anything else. Like back here you have the straps, and you'll see, I'll show you, I have a couple other things hooked on with other hooks. So in here we have a what is this, Domovan? I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyways, it's a Surface charger for the Surface Book. The cool thing about this is it has a quick charge as well as a regular USB. Super small, on the inexpensive side compared to a Surface Book or a you know, a Surface Pro power adapter. I think this was like, if I'm not mistaken, was like 60 bucks or something like that, maybe even been cheaper. And it has more connections with the quick charge, and I like this a lot better. So let's dig anything else out of here. So we have my Mojix power strip, portable power strip. So this is a power strip donut. This thing is super cool. You pull this out, you have your 2-prong adapter. You throw this in the wall outlet, and then this extends 3 feet. Keeps on going, so you have 3 feet, and then each one of these slots right here is another, you know, AC outlet, which is super cool. And then you have 2, I'm sorry, that's not it. Then you have 2 USB quick charge slots right there. so you can charge those up as well. So I use those chiffon cables in there, and I get to charge all kinds of tech with me. So this thing is awesome. Again, super small, nice little power strip, portable power strip, and then it just rolls back in. Plug it back into the original slots that it came out of. Throw that in its nice little carrying case, and there you go. This internal or this center donut position is actually just a, whoops, lost that. It's actually a travel adapter. So you have a handful of different types. So you have obviously type United States or US here, and then this breaks open to do other things. So you have, if I can get it open, no fingernails. So here you can slide this up, and here you have Euro. You have different ones for different places, which is super cool. This thing it fits in your pocket and go with you anywhere. So you flip up this little red switch right here, that little safety, and then this goes down, and then this fits right in your donut, just like that. And that's it for the case. All right, next up we have two Moleskine Livescribe books. So Livescribe, this is the Livescribe 3 Moleskine books. This just has, you know, specialized paper with little dots on there. What you do is you sync this to a Bluetooth device. This has a video recorder right there, and what it does is it watches all of your pen writing on this special type paper, and then what you do is sync it back to your phone or your iPhone or your Android, and then you have all your notes now digitized. So this thing is pretty sweet. I actually use this one for work and one for leisure, so I can have all my notes. Next up we have the fidget cube. Can't leave home without the fidget cube. This is the gray one. Yeah, I absolutely love this thing. So while you know, developing or anything else, writing code, when things are processing or taking time, or even in meetings, you know, just end up playing around with this to pass the time, or end up dozing off some of those meetings. So this thing is awesome. I think it was like $10, and it was probably one of the $10, probably the best thing I ever spent for $10. I know it's kind of corny looking at it. You know, you have a little light switch here, you have little spinners here, the ball. This particular one I think is the knockoff because the ball does not click. I have those in order. I want the ones that click because this thing would be awesome. You have the buttons that, you know, little like pen tips that make noise. Different ones click louder than the others. You have a little spin pad. Now this spin pad, because it's the knockoff, does not spin gracefully, but it still works. This one, I forget what they call this. It's the smooth stone or something like that, stress stone, where you just rub your finger on it and it's supposed to, you know, help you unwind. I'm not sure about that. I think every other side I enjoy except that particular smooth stone. And then the joystick. So this is like a PlayStation type joystick. You know, you can actually spin this, press it up and down, it goes back into the position, it makes a little bit of clicking noise. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, you know, it's something to pass the time. So I carry that with me as well. And again, if you notice, everything is in a case. Everything. Love cases. All right. Cases within cases. So let's get on to the next power bank. This thing is serious. This is the ZeroLemon. This always has power. I swear to God, I charge this probably once every 2 weeks. This has 30,000 milliamps. This thing is built like a tank. It has 4 slots, 4 regular USB and 1 Type-C. That's the input, sorry. That's the Type-C. So here's the Type-C. We have 5 volt, 1 amp, and then we have the quick charge 2.0 here, and then we have the input, the normal input. The cool thing about this is this will go off on its own, so you have devices that are charging. Once they're fully charged, this thing will know and then turn off, so you're not overcharging your devices. Power buttons on both sides. See, look, it went off on its own. I didn't touch anything. This thing's definitely slick. And again, 30,000 milliamps. So I'm carrying almost 60,000 milliamps in this bag to power all my tech at any time. So, and then on top of that with the other charger. Not bad. All right, so let's go on to another BUBM bag. So this one has my mice in it. So we have two. We have the Logitech M310. I actually like this a lot. Because it has this little adapter and a storage placeholder. I'm always losing these, always going through mice. The only reason I even like this, it's Logitech for one, so it works on pretty much everything. But this adapter with this placeholder, I never lose this thing. Put it in there, it goes in the bag. I use this one more for my, I use this one normally for my, Lenovo. So then I have a Razer mouse, Bluetooth. This one is super cool. I forget the name. I always forget the name of this one. The Orchid, the Orchard, or something like that. I'll put it in the description. But anyways, it feels great in your hand. It's actually nice and small, but it feels nice and heavy. It's got some weight to it. It has Bluetooth, but on top of that, it comes with a cable as well. So batteries or not, even in the off position, if you plug this in, it will work wired. So I mean, this thing is sweet. And then again, it came with its own pouch. So talk about awesome. All right, let's throw these to the side. All right, and that's the end of that. So let's see what else all right, so here now we have the Pro cases. So these Pro cases I showed in the first shot, I ended up having, I don't know if you saw the old Maxpedition bag, but I had some baggies in the front with some USB cables. That has definitely changed. So let's take a look at this. So this thing is super decked out. So it has USB-C cables here, handful of USB, short USB-C cables. Never can go anywhere without these. So you have the Hero that I used to carry with me. Now I don't carry it with me because it doesn't fit in the bag, but I'm gonna say that a lot. So USB-C cables, you have USB micros up here. You have a handful of different cables over here, little adapters. We have the Belkin. We have the Belkin microcast video adapter, and it fits right in this sleeve right here. So if I ever wanted to throw this on an HDMI screen and sync up my Surface without any wires, this would be it. It actually works really, really well. I have more small USB micro cables. These are the 5-inch ones. I have a small AC brick. And then here I have, like I said, I have a handful of those chiffon, a couple more of those chiffon cables in here. I love these things. I mean, look at this. I bought like, I think 5 or 6. I couldn't pass that up. And then I have normally, so I have a longer, what is this? Longer USB mini for my camera. And then this is the 3DS USB cable. So again, when I carried my 3DS, you want gaming, you're carrying almost 60,000 milliamps of power. If that thing ever runs out and you're walking around or whatever at the airport or anything like that, you don't need, you don't need a brick or a special cable for, the ones that they give you. You just throw this into your USB bank and or your power bank on the USB port, and away you go. So not bad. And then again, this just rolls right up. Super small, super compact. You can tighten this strap up, you know, if you don't have a lot of stuff in here. If you do, it can get nice and fat, and it's still perfect. Throw that over there. I actually have another one for all my drives. So you can see this one's a little bit fatter, but it still does the job perfectly. So you unroll this guy, and you know, this has definitely got some stuff in it. So we have on this side, we have a 4 terabyte Western Digital Ultra. I like this purple metallic color. This is really cool. It's nice finish. And then I bought this rubber sleeve, so you can drop this thing and it's still gonna take a lot of that impact away from that rubber, you know, that rubberized siding. So I keep that in there. I have another 2 terabyte Seagate in this sleeve. We have the Samsung 500 gig mini portable SSD. This thing is sweet. And you can see there's already 4, 6, we're looking at probably 7, 8, we're looking at 8 terabytes of storage in this sleeve. Just a handful of small 128, I mean, and I'm literally a handful of these 128 gig SanDisks, mini USBs, or USBs, but little thumb drives. Handful of regular old 2.0 thumb drives, but still pretty beefy. And 2 Corsair Survivor, or Corsair rather, Survivor USB drives. Waterproof. You could throw these at somebody, you could beat them over the head with it, and this thing would still work. This thing has been through the wash or whatever, you know, I mean, this has definitely been beaten up, and it still works perfectly. USB 3. Screw that on, and there you go. I mean, this thing, like it says, you know, it's meant to survive. So I have that, I carry that. You just roll that up. Whoops. Slide that in. Normally that would not come out if I did it right, but anyways, and there you have all of your drives and stuff. All right, so let's see. I think that was all for that pouch. That's not true. So I have, let's move this over this way so you can see. So I have this zipper compartment here, and I just have my checkbook in there. And that that is all. That's all that's in that pouch. All right, so now we have this side compartment here, and you can see the zipper here on this side. Now again, these zippers are made to protect from water, so you can see that the flap is actually covering the zipper, so you can't even tell that the zipper's there. So here's one of the major issues that I have with with these zippers. So these strings that they give you are ridiculously small, weak, and ended up snapping. Now I get that I have a lot of tech in here, but you know, it's a string. So these adapters, let me show you what these zippers look like. So they have the KP branding on them. And let me zoom in. So they have the KP branding on them, you know. The string is really, really small, and it does, if you tug on this, I mean, you can see even here, I've only had this 2.5 weeks, right? 2.5 weeks. This one's already starting to rip as well, right there. So, definitely not happy with that. So anyways, in this back panel, this actually gave enough room to have a couple of laptops. So I have my Surface Book. You don't need to open this up, but yeah, I mean. So anyway, Surface Book. This thing is mint. Throw this over here. Some paperwork that was in a nice manila, you know, folder, but has definitely gotten beaten up from being, you know, in this bag, as tight as it is. And then we have the Lenovo. We have the Lenovo Miix 700. So this thing, again, gorgeous. It has the nice rose gold finish. So, and I use that. I just use this this rubberized keyboard to actually keep the two laptops separated so they don't scratch each other when they're together, and it's actually worked really well. So they give you this small sleeve right here, but again, it was so tight. I actually had my checkbooks in here, and it was allowing or making the laptops dip in the center, so I removed it. On this side, they have one pocket, so no water bottle holder, which is unfortunate because I know, you know, everybody loves a water bottle holder, but I have a fix for that anyways. So this small pocket, here's the KP strap. It literally broke right out of the end right here. So the zipper's not, you know, well made at all. So it's a decent sized pocket. You can fit a phone in there, some, you know, your wallet or something like that. I actually keep this this Anchor stand. So the stand is quite small, and you push this button on the side, and then it slides out to whatever you want it to be. So if you wanted to, let me move this back a little bit, you can stand it up just like that, and then if you wanted to have this separated and just in the stand, there you go. Or you can throw your phone. I can't find my phone underneath all this crap, but you can throw your phone in here, or another, you know, iPad, or this is a tablet anyways, this is the Miix, and then, you know, you can do whatever you want. You can watch videos without the keyboard on the bottom, and it's definitely nice, and it holds up very well. This thing is sturdy. Awesome. Let me grab that keyboard. So yeah, I carry this with me as well. And then last but not least, we have right here, strapped to the handle. The handle is actually really, really strong and durable. They give you this Velcro hand. I'm not sure why they give you this. It does not come off. So I'm not sure why they gave you this Velcro handle, but it's nice and fat in your hand. Feels really good when you're carrying heavy stuff. But I have this, you know, I have this hook right here that actually ties up my my Beats Studio wireless headset with a couple of cables. Obviously, there's not enough room in the bag. This is a hard case. This takes a beating. I mean, you can see there's lots of wear on this, but it keeps my headset, you know, perfect. Throw it over my shoulder. It's out of the way. It doesn't need to be in the bag, and you know, this just tightens on anyways, and this carabiner just tightens up, and so you can't take it off. You're not gonna have people trying to lift it. They'd have to unscrew that, pull this off, or do all kinds of stuff. So, but I'll actually unscrew it myself and then take it off. Throw that to the side. All right. So, I think this is empty. We went through, there's lots of tech. You know, one of the things that they talked about was these rubberized straps that you pull on, and you can see right here. These These almost have like a shock absorber type, you know, feel. It takes a lot of weight off of your shoulders. So with that much weight in the bag, these things feel light on your back, right? Which is awesome. So a normal backpack, normal stuff inside, this bag would be mint. I can't tell you, I don't think, light or nothing, the zippers are bad, right? This is not a good deal. The fact that this was, you know, I only had this for 2 weeks. I mean, I could see after 6 months or something like that, this strap being worn or whatever, but there wasn't enough stuff in this bag for that pocket to end up having that zipper, you know, that zipper rip. So to me, my only issue if I was going to use this on a normal basis for anything else but my day-to-day tech stuff, is that the zippers are not made. And you could fix this. I mean, you know, I would just pull this out and make my own, you know, zipper string. But I've even seen it where this particular zipper double buckled. So it opened up here and then it was locked here and it was opened here. I zipped it all the way down, zipped it all the way back up, and it fixed itself. But you know, it's brand new. It should not do that. So they have this nice honeycomb, I think it's called airflow mesh, on the straps, so you don't get really sweaty at all. Has nice airflow. These two pads in the back give you that airflow in the center as well. This material is absolutely gorgeous to feel and to look at. I mean, you know, for a regular business person going to work, this bag is simply gorgeous. Has a nice bottom, rubberized, you know, bottom on it. Has some feet, so really sturdy base. So, I mean, I like it for the most part, but like I said, the zippers, not too happy about the zippers. And I need a little bit more room to carry all my tech. But other than that, you know, it's a decent bag. I'm not sure about based on the price. This thing was definitely expensive to have zippers like this. I'm not sure, you know, I'm not sure I'm happy about that. Oh, sorry, last one. So the more weight you have in your bag, the worse that these bottom straps are. So these straps are pretty cool. They swivel with you and your body when the bag bounces, so it feels lighter on you. It's not pulling in certain positions and then putting a huge strain on your shoulders. But I will tell you that the weight that's on this started to knot up this spongy like cable, and so you can see that it's actually, you know, it's supposed to look like this flat band right here, and instead it's actually tightened up to this little, you know, ½ inch, quarter of an inch little knot here where all the pressure has gotten combined in and tightened in for the cord itself. But other than that, yeah, I mean, it's a halfway decent bag. Again, I like it, I still like it, but not for my everyday tech. All right, guys, well, that's it for this review. Thank you very much for following, for watching the videos on the reviews. If you want to see any other tech bags or anything else reviewed, please let me know. I'll be glad to do a review on those. And until next time, I'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.